Welcome to Motivation at Hand. To know is to know how. Make your foot the foot that counts. In the dance of free speech, what remains when it defies US sway? Voices merge and clash, in search of truth within the fray. Those universities' gates, where justice finds its voice. Echoes the challenge, giving rise to what is choice? The U.S. Constitution serves as the foundation of American civil liberties, including the First Amendment, which champions the rights to free speech and the right of free assembly. Brandeis University, named after Supreme Court Justice Louis Brandeis, a defender of free speech, embodies a mission of open dialogue and social justice. In an interview on Democracy Now! On Thursday, May 2, 2024, Frederick Lawrence, a noted civil rights scholar and former president of Brandeis University, continues to advocate for these principles, particularly in the context of academic freedom and civil discourse, and how these elements intertwine with the pressing contemporary issue of U.S. support for Israel, particularly in light of the devastating impacts of the ongoing conflict in Gaza. The U.S. Constitution and free expression. The First Amendment guarantees fundamental freedoms that allow for vigorous societal discourse, essential for democracy. This constitutional right to free expression is crucial when confronting complex international issues, where diverse and often contentious viewpoints must be freely expressed and rigorously debated within the public and academic spheres. What is Brandeis University's mission? Its commitment to social justice and open dialogue makes it a critical arena for discussing global issues, including the moral and ethical dimensions of international policies. The university's mission encourages not only academic exploration, but also a responsibility towards global citizenship, urging its community to engage with worldwide humanitarian and political crises. In his interview, Dr. Lawrence discussed the balance between free expression and safety on campuses, emphasizing the necessity of protecting academic freedom while addressing actual threats to physical safety. He expressed, "The most important thing is the limits on expression, which are pretty far out on the horizon. Free expression, academic freedom, all that have to be given a broad range for protection. But provoking people, challenging people, asking difficult questions, making people uncomfortable, that is the price of living in a democracy. That is what it means to live in a self-governing society." On the other hand, the University of Southern California's, USC, decision to cancel the graduation speech of their 2024 valedictorian, Ayesina Tabassum, 22 years old, a first-generation South Asian American Muslim who is graduating with a major in biomedical engineering and a minor in resistance to genocide. Aspirations were dashed when USC Provost Andrew Guzman withdrew her invitation to speak at graduation, attributing the decision to security issues stemming from the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. Presents a significant challenge to global justice and international policies. According to recent reports from the UN's High Commissioner's Office, the conflict has resulted in over 34,000 Palestinian casualties, including a staggering number of children and women. The US's role, particularly its support for Israel through arms supplies, which are used in this conflict, that intersect with American constitutional values and the global responsibility, raises profound ethical questions. These elements of disagreements points to the need for a robust public discourse to challenge and scrutinize U.S. actions on the global stage, challenging policies that do not align with ethical standards and respect for human rights. AP reports, police clear pro-Palestinian protesters from Hamilton Hall. NYPD raids CUNY City College, violently arrests students, then hoists American flag, reports HellgateNYC.com. While Fox 11 reports, UCLA protest, over 200 arrested as pro-Palestine encampment cleared. These contrasts challenge the procedural principles of the Constitution alignment, demanding that the rights and responsibilities inherent in these tenets must be used. Plus, these are historical utilities, enacting the meaning of free speech and global engagement. This discourse is especially pertinent when confronting the ethical challenges. The United Nations, UN, calls for immediate humanitarian ceasefire amid unprecedented escalation in Gaza, back in October 2023. The International Court of Justice, ICJ, determined that South Africa has prima facie standing to initiate the case, meaning it possesses the right to do so under the Genocide Convention. It highlighted that the obligations outlined in the convention are erga omnes, pertaining to the international community as a whole. As these critical conditions in Gaza continue as is, so will these issues. Students' calls are clear amidst the strife. Urges humanitarian protocol permeates life. Gaza mourns, its pain broadcast on every screen. Children's faces now harrowed and lean. Much appreciation to you for giving of your time with us at Motivation at Hand. To know is to know how. We trust you will come back soon.